Hey everybody, and welcome to your weekly channeled reading for the collective for the week of December 7th. It's Monday. Actually, right now it's Sunday night. I'm outside under the stars. It's about 30 degrees, so if you hear a little bit of wind, that's what you're hearing. You can't see anything. I'm putting some dog footage up because obviously it's pitch black other than a few stars. So, just wanted to say, for those of you who don't know, I took the week off. Last week I had to put one of my dogs down. If you follow the channel, you probably already know that, based on what I said on the group and the video that I made, but just in case you were wondering and didn't know, that's why. So, let's get into this week. This is one... it's time to own it. Time to own it. Now, what's your it? You know, this might be a week where you have to face up to some truths, face up to some mistakes you might have made. Maybe you've been a little bit judgmental. Maybe you've had a quick emotional trigger, so to speak. It's not that you've done anything extraordinarily wrong or extraordinarily bad, but there's just going to be some things that come up where, you know, you might have to admit a little bit of wrongdoing. You might have to realize, even if it's just things you've been doing to yourself, owning your own mistakes and owning the things and your patterns that might be causing you to have blockages, that might be keeping you from getting the things that you want, or, you know, holding you back in relationships or in work. It's definitely a week where, you know, you can't be timid about this one. You're going to have to run right into the fire on this week. There's no hiding. There's no getting away from anything for anybody. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean that you make huge changes either. It could just mean acknowledgement. It could just be something where you just acknowledge, yeah, this is my pattern, this is what I've done, this is what I'm going to try to do in the future. But I wouldn't put a ton of pressure on yourself to make the changes immediately. I would focus more on acknowledging where you've made wrong turns and just sort of owning it and looking back and seeing where you went wrong and why you went wrong, and then later on you can try to piece together a way to avoid those things. Other than that, the other part to this week is that I see a lot of people happy, a lot of people smiling. And I know that might seem odd considering the state of the world with lockdowns and election hoo-ha and all of that stuff, but there's still joy out there, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. There's still happiness. Life is still going on. There's still moments that you can catch. You know, I come out here with the dogs at night. Most nights I see a shooting star. You know, there's still moments. There's still things that we can do, right? I mean, think about that, you know. A lot of people are, you know, like I said, locked down, and you can't go do certain things that you used to be able to go do. But if you're blessed enough to live somewhere where you can see the stars, maybe you can get outside and see a shooting star. Or maybe you're close enough to the water or something in nature, just to go and do something that reminds you that there's still light, there's still joy. It's not all darkness, even if it feels that way. All right, that was it for this week. I appreciate everybody who watches. I genuinely mean that. If these videos resonate with you, please do share them from YouTube. That helps the algorithm recognize that you guys are watching, and it shows it to more people. I'm going to be back to my daily channel readings tomorrow, and then this is going to be the last week that those dailies are going to be on YouTube. I'll get into that a little bit tomorrow, but I'm going to be moving those to Patreon on a subscription basis at $3 a month. But like I said, I'll get into the details of that tomorrow. I just want to give everybody the heads up that if you want to have access to the dailies and a bunch of other things too, obviously, I'll be moving that to Patreon, and I'm going to have a video out either Monday or Tuesday discussing the details of all of that. So appreciate everybody who watches, and enjoy your week.